everyone. So today in the Pyspark learning series, we will see how we can apply filters over Pyspark data frames. Well, it is very simple concept, but to demonstrate and make it more easy for you, what I will do, I'll try to create a dummy Pyspark data frame. On the top of it, we will do all the filtering condition. So since we are doing it on Collab, so we just firstly installed it. I'm just skipping these steps. And after installation, I'll create a dummy Pyspark data frame. I have created a separate video on the top of this particular topic. So I'm not going into the detail, but I'll tell you that I have hard coded few values. You can take it from a CSV as well. The intent to put this particular code is just to create a dummy sample data frame on which we will do all the operations. That's it, nothing else. So if you see here, we have created 5 columns: sequence, name, joining, specialization ID, and salary. Now, based on the business context, business requirement, we would be doing some Pyspark filtering. So let me start. So say suppose that there is a requirement that you want to filter only those rows where a particular column value is greater than a particular value, right? So let in our context, if I want to filter the salary which is greater than a threshold that is 35,000. So how can we do that? I mean, simply we will take the PySpark data frame that we have created, right? We will write filter keyword. Uh, so basically, if we want to extract the rows from PySpark data frame which has the values greater than a threshold value. So here is the example for it. So suppose that we want to filter those rows which contains the salary amount greater than 35,000. So how can we do that? It is very simple. All we need to use the data frame that we have created and then filter keyword. Now this is the place where we need to put more attention. This is a generic way to access any particular column in PySpark. Say for example, if I want to use salary column, then I will write sample df dot salary. And now the general way of applying any condition in Python, it could be greater than, smaller than, equal to anything. So I'm not creating multiple variation because it is self-explanatory. And then dot show is to just print some rows from the PySpark data frame. So once I run it, we will see now if I just change this threshold, let's say I make it less than 35,000. Since we have only one particular row which contains the lower value than 35,000, so the number of result is 1. I hope now you are clear with it. So till now we have seen already the PySpark filtering on one condition, but somehow if we want to run multiple filtration criteria on a single data frame, how can we achieve it? So to make it interesting, let's take the above example and play with the threshold. Say the above example where we have filtered the number of rows which has salary lesser than 35,000. So we are getting only one record. Let's tweak it a bit. Let's make it 36 so that we can get one or more rows. So if you see here, we are getting 2 rows on the basis of this condition. So suppose if we want to apply one more condition on the top of it, that we want to filter the Pyspark rows which has salary lesser than 36,000, but the joining year is greater than 2010. Then what we need to do, we need to wrap first this particular condition separately so that we can apply the AND operator, and then we will apply the AND operator, and then we will create another filtration criteria. Yeah, make sure that you are doing in braces, I mean segregated it, otherwise it will fail. So this braces application is very important while playing with multiple criteria. So here what we will do, we'll use again the sample df, and then if we want to play with joining year, then we will use joining year column and then greater than 2010. So now I have put all those filtration criteria, and then let's see the output. Yeah, so it is successful. Now we are getting only one row where the joining year is greater than 2010 and the salary is lesser than 36,000, right? So this is the way to handle with multiple filtration criteria in a single statement. So till now we have did simple filtering, multiple filtering together. Now if there are some variation into your PySpark data frame, that if you have the string columns or the column which contains string and you want to do some filtering on the top of it. So to give that flavor, I have added one more example. So in our data frame, there is a column name, right? And I want to do some filtering where where I want to get those rows which start with M letter in name column. How can we do it? So let me write it with the for you. So it is simple. We will the generic way. We will use the data frame name and the filter, and in the braces we will put the filtering condition. See, the filtering condition will change based on simple filtering, multiple filtering, text filtering, etc. So here what we did, the general way of uh, accessing the PySpark data frame, that is we use the PySpark data frame name, and then we use what column we want to extract or apply the filtering on, that is name, and then we simply write those functions which deals with strings, like it starts with and then m. Now I'll run it to see is it working or not. Yeah, it is working because there was only one row which start with m letter. Let's say I want to extract the row which ends with double E. So what I need to do, will I need to do small change. In the place of starts with, I'll write ends with, and then I will write this. So because Charlie is ending with double E, right? And we put it as a filtering condition. Now contains also works here. Say for example, you want to extract the PySpark row which contains a specific sequence of characters. Let me do in front of you. So I'll copy this code and just alter it here. So in the place of ends with, I'll apply contains, and then I will say I mean let's take a combination of character AC. AC is coming at two places, here and here. So I'll use AC. Yeah. So now it is providing me two rows, Jack and Mac. Both contains AC. One contains at the last and one contains in the mid. So this is how we deal on filtering on text criteria over the PySpark data frame. I hope now it is also clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can comment on our channel. So the team will definitely revert on that.